Let's do this. Let's do this. Whoop. This is my new tablet here. I'm broadcasting off my new tablet. And for some odd reason, I don't know why the hell this thing has this goofy setup. I got a new stand for my new tablet today. And man, oh man, is this stand like really like one of the cheapest pieces of shit. Yep, it keeps like the minute you put the weight down on it, the thing just kind of collapses. Let me see here. Here, we'll just do this. We'll do this. I think it'll work. Nope, it ain't gonna work. All right, number one, we need like to elevate it. So let's elevate it here. Here we go. There we go. Now we got it. Alrighty. I don't know why the hell my freaking head here is a piece of junk here. There we go. I don't know why my head's so hard today, but anyway, it's probably on too many rings. Anyway, let's talk about it here. March Madness. Let's get you to it. His hat doesn't feel right on me today. I don't know what it is, man. Any other day, this hat feels great. Today, it feels like really tight. Man, here. So let's see. Let me try to make it very. There we go. Now it feels better. Okay. So yes, my new tablet. It's number one here. We're live from the new tablet. Just got the case for it. So yes, got a case ordered offline. And so yes, I got a case for the new tablet. So let's see where we at here. Okay, we're going to talk to you about March Madness. Yes. At the half, it is UCLA, who is my survival pick for this day. They are winning by 10 points. We had an upset, though. We had an upset today. We also had a lock. Gonzaga going to win today. Gonzaga won their basketball game. And yes, my bracket right now is looking pretty good. I've got one bracket with all Final Four still alive. So yes, there's games to be played later tonight. We're going to have it covered for you guys. Yes, we're going to cover you tonight. There will be coverage on March Madness tonight. I can tell you that much. Yes. So there will be coverage on March Madness tonight. Yes, sir. So there you go. Roll tonight should be really good. It should be a good show tonight, Monday Night Roll. I'm expecting nothing but a really hot show tonight on Monday Night Roll because, business is going to pick up, as the man says. Tonight should be a really good show to March Madness plus Roll tonight. I think McMahon's going to make it a huge show tonight. I expect some surprises on that show. What else we got for you? Here's an active shooting situation in Colorado at a supermarket right now. Reports are there's tons of emergency equipment on the scene. But as far as the March Madness stuff goes, guys, we're going to let you know that, tonight is really when it's going to happen. Actually, there's probably more than one game going on right now. Yes, there is. Let's go take a look at that. Number 5 versus number 13. That is Ohio versus Creighton. Well, Creighton's up. No, they're down 5-0. That game just started, though. So there you go. So Creighton and Ohio just underway. It's 5-0 Ohio. Can Ohio pull the ultimate upset and make it to the Final 16 or Sweet 16? I don't know. That's a tough question. UCLA, that was my suicide pick today. They have a 10-point lead at halftime. That's the game I'm zeroed in on, but I will be on other games here, of course, with all these new devices and all. I got all kinds of setups here in studio, so we're good. We're good. Believe me on that. We got everything set up. Doug Schimel will not be on this week, and here we go. Active shooter in the Colorado supermarket. All we have at this point is the heavy equipment is out. The bombs, or not the bomb squad, but the sniper squad, I guess we'll call them. And the cops are seen in video racing inside. Okay, so let me tell you something. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those mass shooting situations at this Boulder, Colorado supermarket. It happened at a time when you figure the place was probably pretty crowded. And tons of emergency equipment are on the scene. Now, look, this could turn out to be a domestic situation where the guy shot somebody, took a couple people hostage. It could turn out to be a low rate, and let's hope it's a low rate, of course, but this could turn out to be a mass situation, too, a mass casualty situation. So we're going to wait for that. I'm going to stay on top of that story for you, too. The Boulder, Colorado supermarket. And yes, there is an active shooter in Boulder, Colorado. And, this has been going on now for about an hour. This story's been developing different legs. Back to March Madness right now. It looks like Creighton just scored 4 points. So it's now Ohio 5, Creighton 4. There's a million and one reasons why this guy decided to go to a supermarket and shoot it up, apparently. But it could be a hostage situation, but they're calling it an active shooter situation. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm monitoring it here on CNN is where I'm watching it from. And as soon as I have coverage, I'm going to bring it to you. So, I would normally throw on the coverage from the station out there. KUSA is the station. So, yeah, if you're trying to, you know what, let's do this. Let's pump it in. We'll pump it in here. We'll get some audio from KUSA TV. So we're going to go to KUSA TV right now for this breaking news coverage. Let's go with it. So here we go. Let's see if we can find out here. This is going to be audio only, folks. I'm going to give you audio only coverage of this breaking news story. Let's go.
And that long black.
Here we go. Let's join them in progress.
It's got a Starbucks sign over it, but those windows, by the time we saw them, had been shattered, whether by some sort of gunfire and or by police either trying to gain entry or get people out. Or maybe it was just people trying to get out of the store any way they could. But again, those long horizontal windows in between the two big King Super signs were shattered. The parking lot not showing.
Appear as though something definitely happened at the front of the store, and that is somewhere where we believe this started based on what we're hearing. But as you pointed out, it's hard to say if that was by a shooter in this case or if it was also by police. We mentioned that several people around the country are following this. We also, Congressman Ken Buck from Colorado has sent out a tweet as well saying that he's praying for law enforcement responding to this area and asking people just to follow the advice to stay away. We know that if you're in Boulder, you probably, who knows, if you're close by, people that work at that store, and everyone feels that compulsion to see what happened, but they're really
Hello, Harry.
Just stay away. Let them do their
Covering
job.
breaking news. A shooting in Boulder, Colorado. I got the audio on here.
Able to get out.
We're covering the audio from the TV station in Boulder, Colorado.
It's been almost 2 hours here since we initially heard what was happening as far as a shooter, but very little information, almost nothing from Boulder Police at this point. So
Boulder Police, Kim, just tweeting simply that they will continue to tweet updates. Again, that's Boulder Police Department when they have more information to share. But they say if you live nearby, please stay inside for now. So they just want you to avoid that area. Now, Boulder Community Health is nearby. Our Noel Brennan has gone there. And Noel, what have you seen so far since you've been able to arrive?
Tom, we've been on the ground just about 30 minutes or so. Right when we arrived, we did see an ambulance that pulled up to the back of the hospital here. You're looking at the back end of Boulder Community Health right now. So about 30 minutes ago, we saw that one ambulance arrive here. It has since left, but it did have its lights flashing. I called Boulder Community Health. They told me that they were expecting one patient from the shooting incident at the King Supers and would update us if they expected more. At this point, they weren't able to give us any more information besides that. Again, we saw that one ambulance, Tom, and also as we were driving here, we saw some emergency vehicles with their flashing lights driving in the Boulder area. So you can imagine just the heavy police response that you're seeing at King Supers, but also just if you're out and about in Boulder, you're seeing these, big emergency vehicles, these mobile command centers driving around. It gives you the indication that something like this has happened.
There's a situation on the ground there, Harry. I should have real quick there.
The hospital, again, just that one ambulance and the hospital here confirming to us that they are expecting one patient from the shooting. Of course, when we get more information, we'll pass it along to you guys.
Thank you, Noel. And Noel mentioned little information that you get at Boulder Community Health right now, and that's always the case because, of course, patient rights and HIPAA laws, they can reveal very little about somebody's condition, too, as well, other than that they have a patient. But we're looking at some of the images here, some of those vehicles. We continue to hear that
Harry says they got the guy?
on a loudspeaker.
Okay, thanks.
Shared. And Mark Salinger was going to try and listen to what that message was, but he wasn't in the right vantage point. Boulder police continue to tweet, as Tom mentioned, that they
Harry
don't know
says they got the guy. There you go.
They're also pleading with people to not broadcast on social media any tactical information that they see. They can't do their jobs. And that's, everyone has that sense of urgency with their social media, and they're pleading with people just not to share anything.
And the urgency is obviously something that social media thrives on. But when you see these images of heavily armed,
okay, they got them then.
Men and women.
Why the heck is the Boulder, Colorado TV station not having it? Then that's what I don't get. You think these TV stations are supposed to know?
And Boulder police saying they will tweet updates. This is not a resolved situation, sadly. We've heard the loudspeaker a couple of times. It might be pre-recorded or not, but basically instructing whoever is inside there to surrender. So we're trying to piece together things, but also be careful with what we.
Right.
But you can tell by what we're seeing. We're seeing as much equipment as there is the state, all focused on this one store. And
they're doing a terrible job.
Still waiting to see what is happening.
That news station's doing a terrible job, guys. They should be on top of this story.
When we use that social media tool to share with others,
they should be on top of this story, guys.
That has gone through something.
That's horrible.
Close to this.
This station clearly doesn't have a pulse on it. They got to put their fingers on the pulse.
Especially right now. So it's just, there's nothing good to come of this.
An Uber driver kidnapped a woman. Well, he probably was a horn dog, Mike. He probably was a horn dog, and he's probably going to do something terrible to her, man. You know how that goes.
They were in there to get their
I mean, at the end of the day, dude, that's probably what happened, man. He's probably an Uber driver that's just, he's probably upset.
So again, our crew's on the ground.
And he's probably a horn dog, so he kidnapped this woman so he could have sex with her, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that kind of stuff, bro. I'm just giving you an idea of what I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What the hell? Why the guy would kidnap a woman? Yeah. So Doug won't be on this week. He's got to get ready for a plays, though, and he's doing Andy. Doug's do Andy, so he can't do it. He's going to study, he said. He's going to study his, his role and all. He's practicing this week. So lots of sick people out there is right, Harry. There's lots of sickos. You're going to kidnap a woman as an Uber driver? You're there to make money. Now kidnap people, you moron. This guy's a moron. He's going to kidnap a woman. Maybe he knew her. Maybe he knew this woman.
So much equipment prepared for the worst.
And
hoping to resolve the situation soon and safely.
Yeah, and we have
a lot of sickos in the world. A lot of sick cats out there, man. God help these sick people, man. They need a lot of prayers and help. They need a doctor, too. A good doctor could set anybody straight, trust me. I had to go to a doctor when I was a kid. I needed a doctor at one point. I get a lot of people that kind of get cocky with me and make fun of me and all. But, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't worry about people that make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? If they want to make fun of me, I have to make fun of me. I don't really care, especially that one guy that thinks he's better than everybody else now. And I'm getting tired of him making his smug remarks, you don't know what the hell I'm capable of, dude. Don't judge me by my looks, dude. You're judging me by the cover. You have no idea what I'm capable of doing as a businessman. You have no idea what I could do if I was being put in the right job. You're judging me saying, oh, I won't take no advice from you. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of town with that, man. I'm serious. Don't be saying that stuff to me. I don't like that kind of stuff, Because then you're telling me, oh, I don't trust you, I'm more talented than most of these people you'll ever meet in your lifetime. I mean, there's a couple talented people I've met here. Oh, Harry, you know what? I'll tell you what, Harry. Harry, you remember how it was back 20 years ago, right? You get the belt. 20 years ago, you get the belt right across the mouth that hit you with the belt. They didn't care, you know? Exactly. You just said exactly what I was thinking, Harry. I just got done. I didn't even read it yet. You would get the belt. Exactly. You would get the belt. You know, Harry, when you got the belt, it changed everything, man. You either got a belt or you got a big old sucker punch right in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? You either got the belt or you got cracked right in the face. You know, that's the way things were dealt with when you were kids. You know, that's it. That puts you in a different mindset. You get that shot right in the face. I had an uncle once because I said the F bomb and he smacked me across the face with an open hand. You know, believe me, Harry, I'm the guy that got that, man. I got the belt. I got the smack across the face. I got punched in the face. I had it all had done to me. You know, I believe me, I felt the wrath, Harry. You know what I'm saying? I felt that stuff. You know, and I get it. You know, I get that's the way of like, you know, like he's setting you, you know, on track. Either got one of two things. Either got the big slap or you got the belt or you got the shot in the face. One or the other. Well, one of the three. You got something, you know. I got knocked across the room. There you go, Harry. See that? Yep. You know what? Your parents didn't put up with that stuff, Harry. They didn't put up with it, you know. No. They did not put up with it. So I just found out that my $1,400 check from good old Uncle Sam is in the mail. So I'm happy to hear that news today. They're sending me my $1,400 coming in the mail. Yep, they'll have it delivered to me before early next week, I guess. So they tell me what's coming in the mail each day. I get an email. It tells me what's coming in my mailbox, so I know what to look for. So it's not there yet, but I'll get an email saying, okay, this is coming in your mailbox today. Get ready for it, you know. My mailman, he's pretty good mailman. I'm lucky. I got a good mailman. He's a good mailman. You know, my mailman will take care of you, man. He'll take good care of you. That's one thing I'm blessed with is a good mailman. You know. Yeah. Oh, Harry, you're right. If you cried, you would get your ass whipped even more. You would stop crying because you would get your ass whipped even more if you cried. You'd be in big trouble. You'd be in big trouble. They would say, "Try me, boy. Try me, boy. Go ahead, keep crying. We'll see. We'll show you even more of an ass whipping." Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right, Harry. You're right on the money with that. That's the truth. Well, if they say they got the guy, I don't know what the hell WK or KUSA. I don't know what kind of reporting skills those people have. They don't know how to get a story. Maybe one of you guys need to call them and say, "Hey, they got the guy," because these clowns don't even know. I should call the newsroom and say, "Hey, you guys are in Boulder, Colorado, and your newsroom needs a shakeup because you don't even know how to report on a story. You got to get your secret reporter out there to get that. You got to get the tip. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get that guy that knows how to get the tips. You got to have an ace reporter that knows how to get a story. And you know what? You keep hiring people till you get that ace reporter that knows the hell they're doing. I'll tell you what, my buddy Doug, he would come out with the story. Doug would have a story. He'd have it out. Doug would have it like that, man. Doug's a good reporter. He'd have that story so fast. You know? You have a story about babies saying, all right, hold on, let me put you on. Let me present you on screen here. Oh, man, that's the wrong button. I got to invite you on the screen. There we go. There you go. Waiting here. I'm trying to. Got to record this real quick here from the thing, but that's not going to affect us. I just have to keep it on here just to record it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, record. Boom, it sucker's recording. Okay.
Okay, hey Grizz.
Hey Harry, how's it going?
Yeah, I got a story about I was babysitting my sister-in-law's kids, right?
Right.
And she said to me that if Steven gets out of line, you could paddle his butt. Well, I was he got out of line big time because he was a real problem kid, and the paddling didn't seem to help. So so I said to him, I says, Steven, I says, if you keep this up, I says, I'll dunk your head in the toilet bowl. Right? And he goes, oh, you won't dunk my head in the toilet bowl. Well, he kept it up. I grabbed him grabbed him by his feet went into the bathroom, and I dunked his head in the toilet bowl.
Get out of here. No, you didn't. No, you did not.
I sure did. I
You
dunked
dunked
his
his
head
head
in.
in the bowl. Wow, that's the newest one. I never had that happen to me.
So, so
Wow.
uh, later on, of course, I came across him, and he was working as a bartender in a bar. He grew up, but he said to me even at the bar, he says, he says, Uncle Harry, he says, he says, after you dunked my head in the toilet bowl, he says, do you know that I never did anything bad again?
Wow. That's a classic.
So, and he goes, yeah, you went to an extreme. He says, but I deserved it.
Wow. Dunked his head in the toilet bowl. That's
Oh God.
classic. That's one of the best stories I ever heard about you know, the parenting a child, correcting their bad behavior.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was unbelievable.
Harry, do you watch this basketball or no? You don't really watch it.
I don't follow basketball at all.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Okay. So you're not really that big into it. Yeah, because I've been watching this stuff and I have a couple bets here, a couple bets there. I'm trying to make some money off this thing. And, it's been tough, though, because there's been a lot of upsets in this thing. So that's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
no, I can never get into that. I prefer football. That baseball,
Yeah, well,
hockey,
baseball. Yeah, baseball is fun, of course. That's coming back
and
soon.
then
Excited.
and then of course I like the winter sports. Downhill skiing because I was into downhill skiing myself, and I tried to get into some competition, but I just wasn't good enough. But
Well, I want to ask you then, have you ever done that? Have you ever, like, tried to ski off a big mountain?
sure.
Now, isn't it scary that you're going to break your leg and all with all those goofy, things going down?
Well, it's like you see the mountain, you see people skiing. Like it's your first. When you're a beginner, you look at that and you have all kinds of fears. But then as you learn more, and how to control your skis and deal with situations, uh, you hone your skills. Now, like one of the things I would ski often, after I was intermediate skier, was I would go into the glades. The glades are between the trees, so you really got to be on your toes in the trees. Matter of fact, one time I'm skiing along in Powder in the glades, and apparently there was a downed branch, right,
Isn't that what
under the
killed Sonny
Powder.
Bono? Didn't Sonny Bono die in a skiing accident?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm
And
almost positive that's what killed Sonny Bono. He was out
yeah,
skiing and he hit and killed himself.
yeah, I'll never forget it. Some of my friends were following behind me, and I was way up ahead, and they said all of a sudden they saw this big explosion of snow. Right. Well, what happened is my skis went under the branch, and of course, boom! I went face down into the snow. It was like a big poof.
Hey, Bernie, how's it going? Dolly's here. You know Dolly, right, Harry?
What's that?
You know Dolly from Australia? He's here now. I've seen him
Yeah,
pop in.
I've seen him before. Yeah, I've
Yeah, I
seen him
invited him
before.
up if he wants to come up. If you want to come up, Dolly, you can come up.
Yeah. So
But that's interesting,
as
Harry. I'll tell you.
but as time went on, yeah, I actually did helicopter skiing, where a helicopter would take you up to the top of the mountain, and then you go skiing down. And but when I was ready to do that, I didn't have the fears anymore because I was armed with all the tools necessary how to get out of different control certain situations.
Right, right, right. Well, that goes with anything. Like, I couldn't swing a baseball bat on the field. I was a terrible hitter until I practiced for years and I became a good hitter.
Yeah, well, that's it. It
Yeah,
takes practice. You
yeah,
know, the other areas that I would ski is the moguls, right? And that kind of preps you for those mountain skis because you got like big lumps in the well big big hills in the snow, and you learn how to crest off of them and maintain control and balance.
yeah. Well, the thing is, I never did any of the skiing stuff because I'm too scared to go up on the hill. So I would never put myself in that situation. I don't like heights. I can't even stand an airplane ride from Philly to Florida. It kind of, I'm sitting there nervous the whole time something's going to happen. So
Oh, geez. I
yeah, I
know.
can't do
Yeah,
it.
my wife is afraid of heights, and then of course, throughout my career, I was going up, these tall, television and radio towers. My wife would have the heebie-jeebies, worrying about me, because, you know, I might fall off of one of the towers or something like that. But no, I never had any accidents on it. I do know some people who died that were riggers, uh, that were friends of mine. But I actually have absolutely no zero fear of any heights. I kind of
There you
like it.
go. Yeah, you know what? When you don't have no fear, life is so much better for you when there's zero fears involved.
Yeah,
When you're
yeah.
scared of something, forget it. Your
Well,
life
it's
is
one
more
thing
challenging.
in situations I find myself to be. Well, I don't panic. Right? I don't panic in anything. Uh, Long ago, there was a friend of mine who came into the studios, and he wanted, I was giving him the tour, and we were in one of the studios, and he's standing on some cables. Well, the cables underneath him were power cables that connect to some lighting, and the connection block that he was actually standing over caught fire. Right, while I was
Oh
still
wow!
talking, while I was still talking to him, I calmly walked over to the wall, flipped the breaker on the wall, the power switch, and I go, Larry, I says, move your feet now. You're standing on a block that's catching fire. And to this day, he says, I'll never forget that day. He says, you just calmly walked over to the wall, flipped the switch and told me to get off on the wire.
How
you
about
know, he,
that?
he says he did it so nonchalantly. I said to him, I says, look, if I told you to jump off it, you would have looked down, you would have saw it sparking and smoking, and it would scare you. And there's a good possibility you could have, caused something worse could happen. I took away the danger of the electricity, and then now you could just step off of it. Now, if he kicks it or whatever, who cares?
How about that? Yeah, I mean, sometimes I guess you want to overcome your fears. You got to put yourself in a big time situation. I've seen
Yeah.
these people jumping off of bridges on TV all the time. They got that bungee cord attached to them, and they're jumping off a bridge. It's way up in the sky.
Oh, that's something I wouldn't do. I'm not, I don't want to trust the bungee cord, Even though as like a tower climber, we always had like a cord on us, which, is somewhat like a bungee. It helps break your fall. Uh, that I would trust, because it's a piece of safety gear. But, these bungee cords, you got one person after another, doing this, and then God knows, how they inspect it and all that
That's
stuff. So,
true. That's true. Yeah. Now you're right about that. You know what? Safety harnesses are a very
yeah,
important thing to have on. I guess you got to have those
yeah,
harnesses.
yeah. We got a hello from Hamilton. John, how you doing
John,
there, John?
I don't know, John. Where is Hamilton at? Is that the New Jersey Hamilton, or is that another country Hamilton? Where you at, John? Tell us a little more about you. I've never seen you before, John.
I haven't seen him either, but hey, he's welcome. Right?
There he is. Canada. There you go. Canada.
Oh, Ontario, Canada. Okay, cool.
Oh, Canada. There you go.
Yeah,
We know a
yeah. When
bunch
I
of
lived,
people from Canada, actually. Well, Michael
yeah,
Bathurst is from Canada, and a couple people on here are from Canada.
yeah, when I lived in Cambria, which was near Niagara Falls, I used to venture over into Canada all the time and do trips up in Toronto. Toronto is just so beautiful, and I love Chinatown there. Oh my God, I found that the best places to go eat. You look through the windows and you see if the menus are all in Chinese, right?
Get
And
out.
you
How
look
about that?
and you look to see if the locals are there eating, and that'd be the best place to hit.
There you go. Chinatown. I haven't had Chinese food in a while, but we found a couple places. We made a list of places we want to try in Philadelphia. So I have to tell my girlfriend we need to go try it some night.
Yeah. I know in a little while I got to go make some dinner, so
Yeah, I'm running
it'll
late
be.
on dinner myself tonight. I have leftover stromboli for dinner tonight.
Oh, Stromboli's. Oh man, I haven't had that. Wow, geez, over a decade.
Yeah, cheesesteak stromboli. That's what I have left over, so I'm gonna make that tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that. I know originally, the town that I came from on Long Island, Massapequa. It's basically it's Italian Jewish neighborhood, and
Oh, there you go.
people referred to it as matzo pizza.
There you go. Well, Long
But
Island, that's where Mike Francesa lives, right?
yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's a Long Island guy. You know, he has his own place over there at the end of Long Island somewhere.
Oh yeah, I also used to go out to Shelter Island often. Uh, when back in my motorcycling days, I used to ride out there, and I also worked at the bar of the Candlelight Inn, and
How
I
long
would get
ago did you give up your motorcycle, Harry?
when I got married.
Oh, okay. So you haven't rode since you've been married.
No, no, I haven't ridden since I've been
You
married.
still have the
Uh,
bike, or no? You got rid of it.
no, I got rid of it. There was no point, at that point.
Oh, there you
Uh,
go.
yeah, the wife said no, and that was that.
Wow, she flat out told you no chance, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
She was terrified of him, So,
My wife made me get rid of my convertible, and then she let me get another one, and here I almost got killed in the damn thing. So there you go.
oh, geez.
Yeah, so that was my second convertible, and I'm planning eventually buying a third convertible once I move down to Florida.
Yeah, yeah. I had a '67 Camaro SS convertible.
Oh, classic. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it was a beautiful car. And I was on my way into work one day, heading in, uh, into NBC, and some guy, I'm sitting at a traffic light by the 59th Street Bridge, and a guy walks up to me and he says, "I want to buy that car. I want that car." And he hands me a card. And he says, and then of course the light changed, and I took off, and I was like, wow, I couldn't believe this. So a couple of days later, I called the number on the car, and the guy was real serious.
How about that?
Right? He was so serious that he offered me $15,000 for the car, so I sold it.
There you go. Yeah, why not? If he's willing to pay for it, back in those days, 15 grand was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so why not? Jump on it.
Yeah, but now I kind of miss the car, because it was really nice. It was a really nice car.
Well, couldn't you find one like that somebody maybe wants to get rid of? Like you can maybe get some work to rebuild it or something.
Some of them I've seen were in pretty bad shape, and it's
Okay.
like, yeah. So I didn't want to, deal with all that work. Mine that I had, was pristine. It was mint. It was never in an accident. There was no dents or scratches on it,
Oh
and
wow, so you had it in
and
perfect condition.
yeah. And usually I only took it out on nice days.
Right.
Yeah, during my normally going into work, I drove a Willys Jeep.
There you go. I almost bought one of those Jeep pickup trucks. They had it last year where you can buy it. It's a brand new pickup truck with a what was it? It was a cab on the back of a Jeep. It was really neat.
Yeah,
I forget
that's
who made
cool.
it, but we test drove one. It was 30. Well, no, it was 45,000, and I test drove it, and me and my went in there and had them. We said, well, let's see how much it would charge us for the payment. So we sat down with the guy. They ran our stuff, and they came back and they said, $750 a month. I said, I'll think about it and give you a call if I'm interested. I never went back.
Yeah, I used to belong to this four-wheel drive club. It's called the Nut Runners, and we used to go out to the east end of Long Island, and hit the dunes and all that. But we also sponsored a cleanup program where we would go on the beaches around Montauk, and we would clean up the beaches, and we got the privilege of camping out. And of course, we would play in the dunes and all that stuff. Well, one of our members, his nickname was Beverage, for an obvious reason, right?
Right.
Right? And he goes around this dune. I come following him, and I pull up, and his truck is on its side. So I get out of my truck and I go, "Hey, Beverage, this is no place for your truck to take a nap." So,
Classic story. There you go. There's always a
oh
funny
god.
guy in every batch. You know what I mean? Every group has their comedian in it. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we always had a blast, and the Rangers over at Montauk, they loved us because of what we would do. We would go out like on an extended weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we would clean up all the trash and everything that washed up on the beach. So and we would make them nice and
Wow.
pristine again.
They're giving first-hand accounts of what happened here. Let me see what I can pick up on. They're interviewing these people that were in the supermarket to see what happened here.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's describing a mass casualty situation, so
Say
that's
like yeah. Say like down here in Florida, because people can carry and all that stuff. Uh, if I saw a guy shooting, I'd be pulling out my firearm and
yeah,
take him
right.
out.
Shoot them back, shoot them back, and blow them away.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, right. You know, if you see a clown in there, start firing at random people. You're gonna pull your gun and shoot them back. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, I'm a responsible gun owner. I don't fiddle around with it. I don't play around with it. People don't know I have it on me. But it's there in case I need it.
Yeah, no, you never know when you're going to need it with all these nuts in the world today. You know, I've never owned a gun personally, but I know many gun owners. I used to work with a bunch of gun owners because I used to do security work, so they all had guns.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they didn't
I
have them
don't know.
there; they had them at their
Yeah.
house. You know,
And
my uncle's a
99.
retired cop too in
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Uncle
And
C.
99% of the time, I don't refer to it as a gun. It's a firearm. Yeah.
Firearm. There you go. Well, I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Harry. If you see some of
Guns
these
are on
firearms,
ships.
these things are long. Some of them they have.
Yeah. So,
I
the
could show
problem
you
is,
some firearms.
yeah, but, somebody says a gun, I immediately think of, a gun on a ship. That's what a gun is.
Right. A gunner, right? The position, the gunner, right on the ship.
Yeah. 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 I walk around with well, you could say a firearm, or a sidearm,
Well, what do you call
like,
the big ones then? The real long ones? Are they rifles or what are they?
yeah, firearms.
So they're all firearms. Okay, so like a Tech
Yeah.
9 and all those things, the real big ones. You know,
Yeah.
with the scope on it.
Yep. They're all firearms. You know, if it's a rifle, yeah, you're talking about a rifle. It's designed,
Are you a gun
for
collector?
weapon.
Are
Yes, I
you
am.
you are? So then you're familiar with all the. I could show you some things that you've probably seen. Then some of these real long ones. Like I'm carrying a thing and it's like I'm carrying it for days. It's a real long
Yeah.
gun, a real long firearm. I guess we'll call it then.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
You know,
yeah, my biggest firearm, right, is a Barrett 50 millimeter.
Barrett 50 millimeter. Okay.
Barrett. Yeah, Barrett.
Barrett 50 millimeter. Okay, so yeah, no, you don't play around then. You're ready to pull your gun or your firearm
Yeah.
whenever you need it.
Well, my if my the ammunition for the Barrett, it's really big. It's
Right.
really
So if you
big.
put that through somebody, good night. It's over for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It not only goes through them, but it'll go through like about 6 concrete blocks.
Wow. Do you go out to? Do you take them out to the range and shoot?
Well, I don't go to a range, but I do go to my nephew's property. He has a farm, and I shoot there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you got a farm, and you can just go and have a field day with the shooting. Then
Yeah, yeah.
there you go. Do you ever shoot like any go hunting or anything there?
Oh yeah, I go hunting for hogs.
Oh wow, really? Hogs? Yeah. How about that?
Yeah,
You can grow pork and everything then, huh?
I got a freezer full of ham, that I've got from hunting.
Oh, awesome! There you go. Yeah. Ham's a good thing to have on supply,
Yep. Yeah, a
especially
lot of
fresh ham. Like the white
yeah.
ham, red ham,
I
and
got
white ham. You know that.
I got pork bellies. Oh, it's nice. Korean style barbecue pork bellies.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. There you go. There you
they're
go.
out of this world. Oh, they're so delicious.
So you just pour that barbecue sauce on them, and then put some kind of special sauce ingredient, right?
Well, you let them marinate in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 days.
Oh wow,
Right?
4 days. Wow.
Yeah, and then you barbecue them. Oh, and they're just out of this world.
How about that? I never had pork belly though. I prefer the boneless ribs. I eat pork boneless
Well,
ribs.
oh, the ribs are good too.
Yeah, I
Of
love them.
course,
I marinate them with root beer soda and sweet raised barbecue sauce.
yeah. We don't waste anything on a hunt. So
There you go.
basically, well, I look at it this way. Any animal that I shoot, when hunting, I do say a prayer over it, and I thank the Lord for giving it to me.
Right.
That this animal gave me its life, so that I could feed my family.
Right. No, I understand. I get all that. We wouldn't be able to survive without these animals. We have to eat. So
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people say, well, there's vegetable options, but nobody's going to be happy with all vegetables. At least I'm not. I want
Yeah,
a steak, and I want my chicken and my pork, and all that good stuff. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
grateful for the chickens that give their lives, and all the cows that give their life, so I could have a nice filet mignon. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Cow. There you go.
Yeah, I know. The other day, I can't wait till I barbecue them. But I got some. This local store, it's called Save a Lot. They had a sale on T-bones at $3.99 a
Oh yeah,
pound.
save a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought several packages, because of the price.
There you go. Well, you guys have Publix down in Florida, right?
Yes, we do. We got Publix. There's Winn Dixie.
No
Uh, it,
Wegmans though. You don't have a Wegmans. Wegmans is a really nice
no,
store up here.
yeah. Well, in upstate New York, we had Wegmans.
Yeah, Wegmans is a
Uh,
real nice store. It's more of like an upscale type supermarket. I love going into a Wegmans.
yeah, yeah. Wegmans is nice. Well, Publix here is like an upscale, supermarket.
Well, they just
They're
opened a
ex-
new thing, a convenience store with 130 gas pumps, and they have a supermarket in there. It's called Buckeyes or Bucky's.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, they just opened them over not too far from you either, because it was on the local news in Orlando tonight.
I got to check that out. If it's
Yeah,
not,
check it out.
it's not too far
Click
away.
Orlando has a story about it. They tell you all
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. But we have, like for discount places, we got some. We got Aldi's along with the
Oh yeah,
Save a
yeah.
Lot.
That chain's from Germany. That's a German chain.
Yeah, yeah,
They come from Germany. Yeah.
yeah. As a matter of fact,
Well,
I go in there. I go in there to find certain German items.
Were you lucky enough to have a Lidl's or Lidl's? Pronounced?
No, we don't.
Yeah, they just opened them here in the Northeast, and they're great. Everybody goes there. They love them.
Yeah,
So that's the next one coming to you. Then there you go. You'll get
yeah.
that.
And then of course you got the was it the Walmart superstores?
Oh yeah, well, that's a junk shop. I want to buy
Yeah,
anything from them.
it's always a trip going in there. Oh my God,
Oh, it's a
it's
circus. Walmart.
yeah.
You could set up a show live from the Walmart, stay there all day long, and broadcast all the characters.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, if
Can
you
you?
have a microphone with you, can interview all the characters. I mean, a loss prevention will probably kick you out after a while. They'll be see on the camera. But
Yeah.
if you can't be broadcasting in here all day, But that'd be a heck
Oh
of
yeah.
a place to do a show though from the Walmart.
Yeah. And then I sometimes go over to I go over to Merritt Island because they got really good produce store over there. This place called Thrifty Produce. It's privately owned,
Oh, there you go.
but they got they got such great produce and very high quality. So
We
I've
have a
I've never
place called Produce Junction up here. They have locations everywhere. They're like a privately owned franchise type thing.
yeah. But
That's
I
where
like
you
going
get
I
the
like
produce.
going there for that. And then I might swing over to Cocoa, from Merritt Island, you know, start heading inland again. And then there's a Sam's Club, but also on Merritt Island they got a BJ's.
I used to work at Sam's Club. I'll tell you what, not very friendly people to work for.
Really?
They sent me out of there. I was a cashier there, and one night the supervisor on duty hands me a walkie-talkie and says, "Here," and I was like, "What's this for?" And he says, "Oh, well, you're going to help me out." And I looked at him like, "What do you mean help you out?" Next day I come to work, they tell me, "Yeah, you're gone. You lost. You ain't working
Yeah,
today. So you're fired."
yeah.
I said, "Get out of here."
Then on Merritt Island, I'll head over to sometimes I'll head over to Patrick's Air Force Base, and I'll go to the base commissary.
Oh, there you go. See, you can get a deal at the commissary, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, I just show my I show my ID, and I'm allowed on the base.
Oh, nice. There you go. That's even better. So you can go to the military base then.
Yeah,
Nice, nice. Well, that's good if they let you come over there and they give you the benefits of being a member of the military.
yeah. As a matter of fact, was it Walmart? Not Walmart. Sam's Club also gives you a discount. If you're military.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Yeah,
See, when I was a cashier, I never knew about a military discount. I don't recall. I mean, I worked for them back in '97, though. Things were
I
different back
I
then.
I think it's because they're not far from the base.
Oh, okay, right, right. The proximity to the base. That's why. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta let there's a ton of military people that live right here in Titusville, Cocoa, Melbourne. Uh, a lot of active military people are living here.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah, no, I get that. It's just it's one of those things that they uh, they take care of you. I mean, like I feel like a lot of businesses now know that they have to offer some kind of military deals in today's world.
Yeah,
You know.
like you can go into Lowe's and get supplies there, at a discount. Same thing with
Oh,
Home
that's
Depot.
good.
Yeah, yeah, you get a couple of percent off.
Yeah. Well, I got to get going, Harry. It's already 7 o'clock here. I got to eat dinner before it's too late here.
Yeah,
So I
yeah, I got
appreciate
to
you
do
coming
that.
on.
Yeah, I figured I'd stop in, say hello. You stopped in when I just kind of went on, just hanging out.
There you go.
Hey,
All
why
right.
not?
Well, have a good one, Harry. I'll catch up with you later on tonight, maybe.
Okay, Grizz, we'll catch you later then.
All right. Take care.
Okay, bye.
That's it. Peace, everybody. We'll see you next broadcast. March Madness, real quick. 55-33, UCLA. I got them for my survivor. There's a winner. We also have Creighton 39-24 over Ohio at halftime. And I think there was one other game here. Well, we had earlier today, we had Gonzaga win their game. And we had another game today. It was an upset. Oregon beat number 2. That's it for your NCAA. We'll see you later. Peace.